Hey YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Poké-Rogue. I'm Nick, and with me today.
Hey guys, it's Austin, I'm back.
Okay, we are here to do something a little different today.
Yeah.
We just got our Troll and Toad orders in the mail.
Yeah.
We're gonna crack into these, and what are we gonna be doing, Austin?
Well, first of all, I do have to say, I told you, hey, I'm gonna order this later than you, and I'm still gonna beat you. My cards are gonna show up first, and when did yours show up?
Mine showed up today.
Mine showed up 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, so you ordered 1 day later,
right?
And your card still came 4 or 5 days later.
Right. Almost
earlier.
Almost right? 2 days later, right? 1 day later, like in the middle of the night. So
that's crazy. But yeah, so we're gonna be cracking into these orders. We're gonna kind of walk through what we ordered and why we ordered it, kind of give you an idea of the decks we're thinking about building,
right?
And maybe what are some staples for the future.
Yeah, like I said, and we like to hoard staples, so.
Awesome. Well, let's get to it.
Yeah, man, let's do it. All right, man, you ready to crack into these?
Yeah, let's get into these.
All right.
I've already had to wait like 5 days longer than you.
Yeah, well, at least you weren't waiting like 5 days with it sitting on your counter, like just dying to open it. So, here you go.
Thank you. How did you contain yourself during that time?
I lied. It wasn't sitting on my counter. I put it away in the drawer out of stock.
Okay, is that what you really did?
That's what. Well, I mean, I was tired of looking at it.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, all right off the bat, looks like
I got paper. You got. Okay, so apparently my order wasn't good enough for the nice bubbles. Yeah. I just got paper, but okay. Okay.
Look at that. Just these solid bricks of cards.
Yeah, you got quite more. Now I also got my little envelope over here. I'll add this to my stack. So I did have to make one card was sold out on my Troll and Toad order, so I did have to go to TCG Player on the same day. So I'm gonna count it in this opening. So they were ordered with the same intention.
I just went without.
You just went without if it wasn't in stock?
Right, but then I just made the Troll and Toad order. So.
Were there a lot that wasn't in stock for you?
No,
or did they have?
There's just the Twin Energies.
Gotcha. Troll and Toad typically comes through pretty well. You can always find it. I like that I can always find 4 copies of something. Mm-hmm. It drives me crazy that on TCG Player I can never find 4 copies.
Well, there's a filter on TCG Player. We can.
Yeah, I've used it before, but then the prices become.
Yeah, because they're ridiculous,
right.
So.
Okay.
Right, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, you can go ahead and open one first. Kind of share with why you ordered that card.
Yeah. Dude, this is gonna be.
Yeah. You might need the scissors. We'll see.
Oh. Smarter than the plastic today. Maybe. Say that. I should say that after the cards made it out. There we go. All right. So this is actually a card I remembered. I went ahead and got 3 copies of this Bronzong here. I went with a reverse holo just to be fancy because I already pulled a reverse holo.
Oh, yeah, you got the matching set.
And these are straightforward. These are getting played a lot with like the Asian deck, so not a whole lot of explaining to do.
Well, what does the card do that makes it?
It lets you
such a good card to play.
It lets you freely move energy around from your Pokemon. Metal energy.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Especially with Cheryl.
Yeah.
Coming out, right? That opens up so many possibilities, not just for metal decks, but any deck that could use colorless energy as well.
Right. And it's not just metal and basic metal energy, it's all metal energy. And then we'll see if Troll and Toad, no, they didn't quite put it in order. Got these Dinos here. And we're gonna have to kind of, but those aren't anything special. I'm gonna kind of just skip right to the Hydreigon. These are kind of a good form of energy acceleration, and they let you attach dark energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon as much as you like during your turn. They are stage 2, it's going to be kind of hard to get to them.
Okay, so I'm going to have to chime in here because I ordered some of the same.
Really?
No, we did not discuss what cards we were ordering.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ordering them, but just it's interesting to see what we were thinking here. I also ordered, 4 Dinos, 4 Hydreigons,
and 2.
2.
Let's see how crazy. I also ordered 2.
Oh my gosh, we were thinking the exact same thing. That's pretty awesome.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I'll move these to the side. You have another card you'd like to share?
Yeah, I got these powerful energies here. Again, reverse holo. I think these cost the same as not getting the reverse holos. For this particular card, so that's what I went for. These are pretty straightforward. When you attach it to your Pokemon, it's just 20 more damage. You can be attached to any of them.
Yeah, I'll jump into. Yeah. I got an Oricorio GX because I found myself still not having this card. I've definitely had it at some point in time and had no use for it. But with the Salazzle deck, the new baby Salazzle with all the poison, special conditions, and whatnot, this card is awesome because they're going to knock out your Salazzles and you're going to use that Dance Tribute to draw 3 cards every time they knock one out.
Nice. When we get to it later, I'll kind of point out I got a card for the similar reason, not as good as Oricorio GX, but it won't get rotated. When I come to it, I'll talk about it. I got a lot of reverse hollows. I don't remember ordering this many reverse hollows. Yellowhorn, this confuses both active Pokemon. Did you order the same?
I can't remember. I think I may have actually had the Yellowhorns.
I would believe
I think I already had them on hand, so I didn't have to order them.
And I'm kind of surprised I didn't have them. I'll check my binder. Maybe I did have them. I just kind of ordered them unnecessarily.
So I actually did get some of those Inteleons, the ones that you love using in your, what is it, Darmatana?
Yeah, Galarian Duramatana, or I say Duramatana, that's probably
Duramatana, right. I did get, 3 of those because I didn't have, I didn't have the lineup, and it's got such a great ability with that shady dealings to search for those 2 trainer cards. As the pace of the game slows down after rotation, it just seems like another great card that we could use to find things, especially once we don't have the Dene GX anymore.
And this is actually one of those lines where you don't want to use Rare Candy because the Drizzle also lets you find 1 trainer card.
Exactly.
I love that line, and you already know that. So I ordered quite a bit of Escape Ropes. I think 9 to be exact.
Wow.
I already had some. I love this card. I'm so glad it was reprinted. I actually went with, I believe, the Primal Clash art just to kind of throw me back into the time when I played it all the time.
Yeah.
This allows you to switch your Pokemon and forces your opponent to switch. Your opponent actually switches first. I'm so excited just to have this back in rotation.
Now, I also jumped on the Escape Rope train. I did not order 9. I went with the new art. I had Escape Rope before. Which rotation was that? I guess before the last rotation, I remember using it.
Yeah.
When I first started playing, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Escape Ropes.
Nice.
I figured it would be a very useful card. I think I ordered 7 because I already pulled 1 from our Battle Styles build-in battle kits. So.
Moving on in, I got Heat Energy. I don't really have any plans for these. But looking at my binder, I was like, you know what? It would be really cool and really convenient to have 4 copies of every type of special energy for each type, They're really convenient, have a lot of use.
And you didn't have them from before?
I didn't have them, no. There's more Hydreigon out there. And same with the Hiding Energy. Of course, that goes in Eternatus and probably will go with the Hydreigon.
So one of the interesting cards I got is this Maractus, which I only stumbled upon recently. And I was thinking of, cards that we could put with Cherub. And this Maractus has this nice powerful Needles attack. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 60 damage for each heads. So you can use it in the same effect as a Cramorant VMAX, but it's a single prizer, and that means you can use Cherub to accelerate as much energy as you want, maybe 5, 6 energy, and then use something like Energy Recycler to put them all back in the deck. So I did get 4 copies of Maractus. I thought it would be a cool card to play around with.
Yeah, and after you talked about it, you got me excited about it. It's on my radar. I still have the deck that I want to build. And speaking of which, I want to use that Cortana. We don't have a copy ready available, but we'll make sure to get a picture of it in there somehow. With that being said, I did order these Garbodors for that deck that I was kind of talking about. And that Salazzle deck that's coming up. Did you?
I ordered some Trubbish. So I may have ordered the Garbodors as well. Let me check through. I know I have some of the Garbodor already.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I needed them. Actually, I believe I didn't need them. I just needed the Trubbish. It's one of those things where you open the packs and you keep the rare and you kind of just put the rest in bulk and forget about it.
Right.
And then you find yourself later on going, I don't have the basic 10-cent card that I need to use the Garbodor. And
that's what's good about, Troll and Toad or TCG players, just sitting there and picking up those singles that you need. So I'm actually going to get this pile ready. I'm going to get it in. Moving on. I got some Skylas. I'm gonna let you talk about Skylas. I know you already have them. So
Skyla, right? Search your deck for any trainer card in a deck that's using rare candies. It's super important. It's I use 2 copies of it in my Cranberry VMAX because it is a, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes that's the clutch card.
Yeah.
Or it just sets up what you need for the next turn. Maybe you have a Skyla, but you're like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab Professor's Research or something, or Reset Stamp, or
Right. Or
Stadium.
Or you could Skyla for an Evolution Instance, get the Inteleon if you have the Drizzle on the bench.
Right.
And then look, 2 free cards rather than 1.
You know what I think I Skyla for the most is actually a Quick Ball to get a Dedenne GX or a Crobat. That's one of the most common things. I use Skyla to get that so I can guarantee a nice 6 cards or something.
Yeah, it's such a good card. That 1 copy of Twin Energy, I have 3 more on the way.
The one they had in stock.
This one's cool. You can't put it on GX or V, but it gives you 2 colorless energy for the other Pokemon. Just a really good card for energy acceleration.
So I got 2 copies of Zarude V. This card, it's kind of been on my radar for a while and the price was right. It has this ability here to attach 2 basic energy cards from your hand to your benched Pokemon in any way you like. If you attached energy to this Pokemon in this way, you also heal all damage from that energy.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, from that Pokemon. It does 100 damage. It accelerates 2 grass energy.
And it heals.
And it heals the card entirely.
Yeah, that was I thought about that. I don't think I ordered it, but that's crazy. Do you have any plans for it, or just you think it's gonna be very just a good thing to have on hand?
I want to have it on hand because if I can find a way to get grass in there, it's gonna be an awesome card. And they can use it with Delvi's VMAX. I'm just so worried right now with fire running rampant, so I'm really waiting on something to help out with weakness.
Yeah.
Maybe someday we'll get like a tool card that removes weakness or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Guess what? More energy.
Aromatic energy.
Yeah, aromatic energy. This is just basically no special conditions, and if you have any special conditions, go ahead and take it off. Moving forward, I got this Electrode here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I already had one. Was surprisingly, did you order any of those? Every time you
I did not. I had to make sure, just because if I was thinking about it.
Yeah, and I can read the card, but I think you discard it. Or you discard it, you knock it out, right?
You knock it out, so you are losing a prize card on it.
Yeah, and you get to search your deck for 2 electric energy cards, or lightning energy cards, my bad, and attach them to 2 of your lightning Pokemon any way you like. This is going to be really good for electric, and then kind of the only except for lightning, when Poké-Rogue goes out. And I just like to have it on hand.
Yeah, so I'll go into, this whole lineup of Bellsprout and Weeping Bell. So this is... Anyone who's playing Salazzle, if looked at Salazzle right now, knows that this is it. This is how you get Salazzle to work. Move some of this out of the way. To get Salazzle to work, you need to get these Weeping Bells out, because that ability, Dangerous Mucus, when you play it from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you can make your opponent's active Pokemon burned and poisoned. So you set up those 2 conditions, and then you'll play a Scoop Up Net to get them back. So I needed to have that 4 lineup here of Bellsprout and Weeping Bell.
So, with the exception of, I believe, the Bronzongs, these were the most expensive cards that I ordered, and I ordered 4 of them.
Oh, that Lugia.
Yeah. It's really good, but really conditional. I'm not entirely sure if I can build an entire deck around it. Maybe I can, because you can really just fire off really quickly, especially using that grass Pokemon that we're Cherim. You can accelerate it. I'm not entirely sure. I saw it and got really excited. I've been brainstorming, haven't come to a solution about it yet. Just to have to do 250 damage.
Yeah, I didn't even think about using the Cherim with it. That's another good partner. Maybe, that could be in the deck with Maractus.
Yeah. So,
they could be partners together to both Pokemon. That's your guaranteed 250 for the condition. And Maractus gives you, the coin flips, both conditional.
So I'm on pile number 2.
Okay. Well, I forgot to show these when you showed them, so I'm just gonna throw them out there. I did have, 3 too. I had a Bronzor already. Yeah. Of the Bronzong, so I also went that route to make sure I got them, since I can move that Metal Energy.
This is kind of an interesting card, and I'm sure you had extra copies. I should have asked you before I ordered. But Moo Cheese, it heals damage to both Pokemon, or to 2 of your Pokemon that have energy attached to them. Not as powerful as a lot of other healing cards, but you don't have to discard anything. I kind of want to use that for Gardevoir V. Kind of playing around with some ideas on that in my head. So
yeah, cool. I did have that card, in fact. So
yeah,
could have hooked you up.
Oh well.
Oh well. Here we go. Okay, I also got 2/2 line Toxicroak and Croagunk. did not have these before. I need these as well for my Salazzle. Now, this is a little spice. This is a preview because I haven't showed off my Salazzle deck yet. But I put this in Salazzle to get this extra 20 more from the abilities called More Poison. Right, so I get the extra 20, and it's so crucial because without one of these on the bench, you hit for 300 after the damage hits, but with this you hit for 320, and we all know that right now 320 takes out like half of the VMAXs in the current format. So super useful card. I'm very surprised that I'm not seeing anyone playing it in the deck. You just gotta fit a 1/1 line, really. I grabbed 2/2 in case, but 1/1 sometimes it gets you there.
And I don't know what your deck looks like, but maybe this is a card you could use. And yet another reprint from when I used to play a long time ago that got me really excited. Rocky Helmet. Right, and when you if this is attached and your opponent attacks it, just puts 2 damage counters on them. Really straightforward. Yep. But hey, that
might be what knocks them out, right? If they attack with the Pokemon that was just hit. I did grab a lot of copies, like 6 copies here of Bruno.
Wow.
Good old Bruno. And just, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 4 cards. If any of your Pokemon are knocked out during your opponent's last turn, draw 7.
Great.
Just draw. It's not, that's great. 7 cards?
And if you play that
and not losing them?
Sorry, and if you get that Urn of Vitality, shuffle them right back in.
Oh, right. You can just shuffle the single strikes back in.
And use that.
Good idea. Right, so I had it for Salazzle. Another piece that I use in Salazzle is Bruno, just because you're gonna get knocked out with Salazzle, so you might as well grab 7 cards, because so far when I've been playing this online, those 7 cards pretty much guarantee that I get to pull off that poison special conditioned attack.
And you're gonna get knocked out.
Right, so good retaliation card.
These next couple cards are not that exciting. I kind of did a little sneak peek. These are just Trubbish and Voltorbs. We already talked about their evolutions, so just to help me, just to have them, and so I can actually use the cards. Next up, yet less excitement, more special energy. Right, wash energy. Let's see what it does. Prevent all effects from your opponent's Pokemon that done to water Pokemon. Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so everything but damage.
Yeah.
So like poison.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, that's great. Got myself some Cheryl. Good old Cheryl, heal all damage from each of your evolution Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy from the Pokemon you healed in that way. Anyone who's playing this with the Bronzong deck knows that, hey, you can use Cheryl, move the energy onto something that's not an evolution Pokemon, and play Cheryl. And there's lots of variations like that, like Togekiss VMAX and some other things I've seen people playing.
Can't wait for you to put your own little spice on using that card, or what you use it with. Yet more excitement, Bronzor. And just so we don't sit here and talk about, I got myself some copies of Bruno. I actually pulled quite a few, so I only have 1 or 2.
I got myself 5 copies of Energy Recycler. Just knowing I was thinking about the Cherum and things like that, this is going to be super useful. You just shuffle 5 basic energy cards back into your deck.
And the star of our Build and Battle series, Cherum.
Oh, there you got a lot of
Look
Cherum.
how many I ordered. I think with this many, I will have 2 play sets of 4.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. I got myself a lot of copies of Experience Share.
Really? About as many escape ropes that I ordered.
Right, I think it was 4, I got 8 of them.
Oh.
8 Experience Shares. I know this is going to be super useful, especially when the format slows down and we can just move that energy, just 1 energy back onto something else.
That's really helpful. Cherubi, of course, to help, evolve into the Cherum. I got some copies of Cheryl. Got 4 copies of Cheryl. I didn't pull any. I thought I would only need 4. So we just talked about that. So I don't think I'll be using it as much as you, but we'll see.
Yeah. I got myself 3 more Fan of Waves. I pulled 1 before, but hey, put a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon on the bottom of their deck. It's pretty cool, especially as they're playing Rapid Strike and Single Strike energy and things like that. If they're not choosing to discard it, right? Because some of those Urshifu's have the option to discard.
You don't like my special energy?
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna put it on the bottom of your deck. This is just another free. Reminds me of that. What was it? Enhanced Hammer.
Yeah.
Enhanced Hammer, right? Where you could just take a special energy.
That's good because it doesn't discard it, but yeah.
Yes, true.
All right, another star. I got the Crobat line.
Yep.
I don't think it's as good as the Inteleon line that we just talked about, but as you evolve up, you get to draw.
But it's a draw.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, It's a lot of draw. It's like a supporter every turn. This one's what, 3?
Mm-hmm.
And then the line before it, I think, is 2.
Yep.
So hey, it just keeps giving you draw throughout the game.
Yep.
I can see it being very useful.
And I pulled the rest of the line, so.
I did get myself the Horsey Kingdra.
Really?
With 1 copy of Seadra in there. Did get myself that.
So
I've tried making this work so far in line, have not been successful, but this Aqua Burst, the attack does 40 damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon, and Deep Sea King, which is essentially the ability to just transfer all the energy to another Kingdra after it's knocked out. It's pretty awesome. Just gotta wait for that format to be a little slower, I think. This is gonna be good.
over here on my side of the table, I ordered 4 of those Kingdras. You know, we've been talking about it off camera, and it just seems fun. Don't know how good it'll be, but too fun to pass.
Right, too fun not to pass.
And what, like 49 cents?
Yes, very cheap right now. So great card to go for.
Energy Recycler. I got 3 copies of this. This allows you to shuffle 5 basic energies into your discard pile, or from your discard into your deck, just to keep that energy in play.
So why'd you go with 3?
Quite honestly, I probably was
one already?
Yeah, I probably pulled 1 and was just trying to keep a play set of 4. So.
Gotcha. I got myself 3 more Karina's Focus. I had already pulled 1 before, so this will make my 4. Draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. I like that. I like when I don't have to discard my hand as much as Professor gets played. I mean, sometimes I don't want to discard.
So I want to ask you, why did you get 3?
Because I think I already had 1.
Right, you already had 1?
Yeah, right. I pulled 1 already.
So I ordered 2 Experience Share. I think I have some older copies of it. This is also a reprint. So I think this puts me at 4 or maybe 8. Not entirely sure, but we already talked about it, so yeah, we want to elaborate further on it.
I did get myself a lot of level balls.
Oh yeah? Let's see who got more.
I got myself 8. I know I had already pulled a bunch before, so this will probably put me at, I know I got over 12 altogether. I ordered 8 more, but I know I now own over 12 of them.
I ordered 11. I had 1 of the older copies, or maybe pulled 1, so now I have 12.
Yeah, it's going to be super useful. Search your deck for Pokemon with 90 HP or less. There's so many decks that this is going to apply to.
Yep. I'm going to be a copycat. I'm really hyped about this Salazzle deck. I just wanted to have my copies on hand. I did pull 2 Slazzles.
I'm gonna throw mine out here too, because you know, might as well at the same time.
Oh, you got. Looks like you won.
Yeah, I grabbed 1 other Saladit because I already had some more copies of this Saladit, the one from Sword and Shield. So I did grab that because, you know, once the special energies rotate and this has to become a fire deck, I kind of like the Smog.
Yep.
Your opponent's active Pokemon's now poisoned. You're already set up the poisons. You're getting a condition going.
Not bad. All right. You still got, looks like we ordered about the same amount. Probably not.
Go ahead.
Tool Jammer. I'm not quite sure about this because if you're using a deck that doesn't require tools, it's good. Or like, you know, tools to help you out. But this basically allows your opponent now to use their tool cards on their active Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did it to get a playset of 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why someone would use that over Tool Scrapper.
Right. And
you know, one Tool Scrapper, you get rid of 1 or 2 tools. Most of the time, they don't play more than 2 tools or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a Tool Scrapper is probably a better option, but
for
probably
the sake,
cheap.
Yeah, and for the sake of having it, I have 4 now. So.
Yeah. So here's some. I got 3 of these Mankeys and 3 of these Primate.
Wow.
Single strike cards, and I did it because this Primate's Steeman Mad Strike. The attack does 50 damage for each of your benched Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. And I know I've seen a lot of cards that can put damage counters or spread it to your own Pokemon. Or move it, right? And then even like something like Spiritomb, right? Where you can just damage it. I mean, imagine setting up 4 or 5 of these. And just hitting them for 250 over and over again for 2. So, or even at 200.
I kind of looked at that one. I did pass it up, just because I don't think I have the space to build that many decks, and that one was kind of on the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
But it does look like a lot of fun. I got Tower of Waters. I got 3 of them. This is just really goes well with Rapid Strike Pokemon. Gives them free retreat. Again, I have a playset of 4. I kind of sound like a broken record, but
need that playset of 4. I got myself 3 Phoebes, not 4 because I already had one that I pulled from our kits. During your turn, damage from your Pokemon's VMAX attacks isn't affected by any effects of your opponent's active Pokemon. So hey, get around those stall decks, get around Decidueye. Just gives you an out.
I was gonna order that, but I had a place at a 4.
Oh,
yeah.
You pulled the place at a 4. Wow.
Right. Yeah. Let's see here. I got 4 copies of Earn Vitality. This is so good, and you already know why. This allows you to shuffle up Single Strike Energy and put it back into your deck. And I guess we were wrong earlier. It won't put the Bruno back in.
Oh, right.
So, but just the Single Strike Energy, but still great.
You need it. You need that energy to make those decks function the way they're supposed to. So.
And I ordered 4 to get a place at 4.
Nice. I'll finish up. My last thing I ordered was 3 copies of Talonflame V. And I ordered this because of that fast flight. If you go first, you can use this attack during your first turn, discard your hand, and draw 6 cards. So, and it also has a free retreat, which is another, like one of the main reasons I got it. As a fire Pokemon that maybe could go inside something like Salazzle, it gives you something that can retreat for free to get it out of the active.
Yeah.
And it also gives you that ability to, you know, go ahead and get this draw if you go second, because going second with Salazzle sucks. Going second with Salazzle and a Talonflame being out there is pretty good.
Gives you some hope.
Gives you some hope, gets you those 6 cards, and often it's going to get you, you're going to play some Salamence from hand, you're going to discard the rest, play some more. You just want to get your bench filled in the Salazzle matchup. So I got him just in case I decide to go that route.
And to wrap up mine, I got 3 copies of a V Pokemon.
Kricketune.
But I went with Kricketune V. This is kind of like how we were talking about, what was it, your Oricorio GX? Like I said, this one is not as good, but if it's in your active spot, what it allows you to do is you can draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. Right? No. Let's see here. Let me read this. Once during your turn, you may draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. If this Pokemon is in your active spot, you may draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. So you can only use this ability once per turn. That's even better. Never mind. So it can be on your bench and at least get you to 3.
Yeah. As long as your hand was pretty much empty.
Right. If you get like Restep Stance, going to get rotated. But you know, I do find myself with I'm pretty aggressive. I do find myself with 1 or 2 cards in my hand. So
you just gotta get into that active and get it out after.
Right. Or get it out, or just get the extra draws. And this is really good. I think this will be better with the Gardevoir VMAX that we've been playing with. We were kind of trying it with Savali and Rose. I might just free up some space, put 2 copies of it there, get some more copies.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Awesome. This was really cool.
Yeah, I think we can actually build a couple decks and get into it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on our videos to be entered in our weekly ultra rare giveaways. Have a good week, everybody.